We're getting in live visuals this morning from Leh-Ladakh, where Defence Minister Rajnath Singh currently is. He's on a two-day visit, and these are live visuals that we're getting to you of his convoy making his way to another location. Remember, today he is going to be visiting several forward posts along the line of actual control. Most crucial is the one which is the forward post that he'll be visiting close to Pangong So, where remember the situation at this point is still tense. But the latest update that we're getting you with regards to Rajnath Singh's plan in Ladakh is that he is going to be visiting the Lukung post, which is at an elevation of 13,800 feet. He's also going to be interacting with IAF personnel at the Leh airport. Now, anytime now, Rajnath Singh will be in fact witnessing paradropping at Stakna, after which he will be making his way to the Lukung post. These are latest visuals that we're getting to you from Leh of Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's visit. Important to highlight here that it's coming just 2 weeks after Prime Minister Modi also visited Leh to boost the morale of our forces. Rajnath Singh's visit is to ensure that he takes stock of the situation on the ground, really reviews the preparedness on the ground as well. These are the latest visuals that we're getting you from Leh, where Rajnath Singh landed about 1 hour back. He has a packed schedule over the next 2 days. Not just is he going to be visiting places along the line of actual control, he's also going to be taking stock of the situation at the line of control along the LOC essentially. These are visuals. You can see there Rajnath Singh has made his way out of the vehicle. He is interacting with several officials on the ground, taking a bit of sanitizer as he makes his way inside. And he will be interacting with IAF personnel as well. This is in some time from now. Before he leaves from the Leh airport, he'll be interacting with IAF personnel. First, you see these visuals that are coming in from Leh, where Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is meeting with the army personnel on the ground. 2 weeks after Prime Minister Modi, you've got Rajnath Singh also there to take stock of the situation, even as we've seen some progress at the line of actual control. We've seen some disengagement on the ground after lengthy dialogue, after a lot of talks between Indian and Chinese militaries, after Corps Commander level talks. We are seeing development on that front, with partial disengagement in some places and full disengagement in the likes of Galwan and Gogra. The worry, however, remains the situation at Pangong So, as well as Hot Springs, where there has been only partial disengagement. So we are trying to ensure that there is a breakthrough in the dialogue on that front as well. And that's why this particular visit by Rajnath Singh is also crucial. Not just will he be getting a briefing really on the kind of troop deployment on the ground, on the situation of the line of actual control, but he is also going to be briefed on the dialogue with China, what kind of progress has been made in the last few days. Several senior army officials who are a part of this particular tour of Rajnath Singh, they are going to be accompanying him to several forward areas that he will be visiting, and there's no doubt that when he is in these forward posts, the highlight will be his visit to the Lukong post, which is near the Pangong So lake, where at this point there is still been only partial de-escalation. He is currently at Stakna in Ladakh. Here's where he is going to be witnessing the paradropping by our personnel on the ground. Abhishek Bhalla is joining us live with more details on this. Abhishek, visuals coming in of Rajnath Singh currently at Stakna. What exactly is going to happen there? We understand there is also an interaction scheduled with senior army personnel to really understand what the situation is on the ground.
That's right. He will be witnessing a para-dropping exercise of the Indian Army. It's obviously quite significant in the current context. It just shows how the Indian Army is preparing for all the challenges that could come up if this standoff is to continue. So this kind of a para-jumping exercise is extremely important for the troops to be operationally ready at any point of time if they have to be airdropped in any place where there is action. So if a special operation is to be launched, it's this paratroopers who will be pushed into all the action. So the Defence Minister will start with witnessing this exercise. From here onwards, perhaps the most significant aspect of his visit to Ladakh, he will be visiting the Lukung area, which is on the edge of the Pangong Lake at 13,800 feet. There he will be interacting with troops from the Ladakh Scouts as well as the ITBP, who are who are serving there in the forward areas, right in the thick of action, if one can say. Pangong Lake obviously has been one of the biggest flashpoints in the standoff, and even as the disengagement continues in all friction points, Pangong Lake is one of the areas where some differences have emerged, and the disengagement still is not complete, even though the two sides have moved back about 2 kilometers from the Finger 4 area, which was the point of contention for over 2 months now. So for the Defence Minister to be present in a place which is actually in the center of all the action is going to be very significant, and he will get a first-hand account from the field commanders there, also get a sense from the troops of what's happening. And very significantly, this is an area which also has a lot of civilian population. So for the Defence Minister to be there will also give him some understanding of what impact this standoff has had on the locals in these forward areas.
Abhishek, you are giving us details of really which areas Rajnath Singh will be visiting. I want to understand from you the strategic importance of each location that the Defence Minister will be visiting today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.